My name is Dorlea Florin, and I'm going to be teaching you how to solve a rational equation. The rational equation we're going to be solving today is 11 over x squared plus 6 minus 6 over x squared minus 4 is equal to 0. The first thing that we're going to want to do is factor. So we're going to rewrite this as 11 over x squared plus 6 cannot factor, so we're just going to write that again. Minus 6 over x squared minus 4 factors into x minus 2 and x plus 2 are all equal to 0. Okay, the second thing we want to do now is find the lowest common denominator. So basically, because you don't have a lowest common denominator here, we're just going to multiply each side by each other's denominator. And on the top, you're going to be multiplying the right side by the left side, and the left side by the right side, because there is no common factor. So basically what we're going to have here is 11 times x squared minus 4 over x squared plus 6 times x minus 2, x plus 2, minus 6 over x squared plus 6, all over x squared plus 6, x minus 2, x plus 2 is all equal to 0. And we're also multiplying this side by the denominators, okay, which is going to be 0. So there's no point in showing that side of the equation. Okay, so now because we're multiplying the right side of the equation of the equal sign also by the denominators go away. Now I have rewritten the equation in a much simpler form that looks much easier to solve. So now I'm just going to distribute. So 11 distributed to x squared minus 4 would be 11x squared minus 44 minus 6x squared minus 36 is equal to 0. Now what I want to do is add or subtract like terms. So I'm going to circle this here. These two are like terms. Don't forget the negative sign. You're also circling that as part of the negative 6x squared. And this right here. Okay? So in the brown we have 5x squared and in the purple we're going to have negative 80 is equal to 0. Okay, perfect. So now as we go on, we're going to add the 80 to both sides. So we have 5x squared, 5x squared is equal to 80. And now what we're going to do is divide by 5. So we have x squared is equal to 16. And the last thing is square root both sides, because we have an x squared and we're trying to find the value of x, not of x squared. So we have x equals plus or minus 4. Don't forget the plus or minus 4. Every time you're square rooting, the two values can be either positive or negative. So this is going to be our answer. X is equal to positive 4 and x equals to negative 4. Now in order to check this equation, there's a way of checking which is wonderful on the test. So the way to check this equation is choose the positive 4 or the negative 4 and plug it back into the original equation. So now we're plugging the positive 4 back into the equation. So we have 11 over 4 squared plus 6 minus 6 over 4 squared minus 4, which is equal to 0. On the bottom here we're going to get 22, because 16 plus 6 is 22. And then that's you're dividing 11 by 22. And now you have minus 6 over, and then here we're going to have 16 minus 4, which is 12, is equal to 0. And 11 over 22 is 1/2, can be reduced. Minus 6 over 12 is also 1/2, which is equal to 0. And then indeed 1/2 minus 1/2 is 0. And that is equal to 0, so that means you got the answer right.